Getting to know you, know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Love that song from The King and I, Getting to Know You. Chelsea is jumping up and down here. Hey, we haven't seen Chelsea for a while. And here we go. Let's see. Chelsea just had a treat. She can hang around more with me now because she's not coughing as much. So it's great. Of course, I didn't pull anything up here. I'm all out of orders here. Okay. It's Laura T at Dream Deals 123 on eBay. I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. I'm going to talk about what sold. I just made one sale overnight. But it sold within, this is something that I just listed. It sold within 2 days. It's a soft surroundings, size medium. The dress is called Positano Getaway Dress, and it's got some buttons on the sides, and it's denim chambray cottage coastal size medium, and it sold for $36. I paid $6 for it, and after fees and shipping, I'll make $17 on that. And it was my only sale, so I've made this year, I'm keeping track of everything, I've made $358 gross and $187 net. So I thought that I would do a little haul video today. And then I'm going to talk at the end about Janine asked me if I had what my experience with the pods moving system was, because we just moved here. We used pods, so we did have some experience with it. So I'll talk about that after I do the haul video. And of course, I wanted to pull up my stuff here to do my haul video so that I could tell you guys exactly what I listed everything for. And now I'm just got to find it because, and I said to myself today, because I had this fiasco the other day, I said, make sure you get it all pulled up, Laura. I said in my little head. Okay, I think we're here. Yes, this is it. Okay, let's start with this. This is a J. Jill tartan plaid puffer vest, down-filled, size small, green. So it's got down, it's J. Jill, and these puffer vests are pretty popular, and this is a very popular pattern, and I listed this for like $25 and $6 shipping. Let's see what happens with that. This is a piece of, I call artware, and I think I just lost everything that I just had found, of course, but I'm pretty sure I can pick it up right away. I just go down here. Sorry, I know, it's like ridiculous. The harder I try, the crazier it gets. Okay, here we are. Yes, so this is a brand called Ivy Jane, and it's really cute, like jacket blazer artware, and it's got a beautiful like turquoise cross with a rose in the middle, and I think it's a size small. And this, oh come on now, I think I listed it for a little bit less than, okay, I don't know why it's not right next to the other thing that I listed. It should be. You guys, you have to forgive me. I know other people would probably go back and edit this all out, but I don't know how to edit. And right now I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, where is this beautiful Okay, I'm just gonna say I probably listed this for about $29. So I'm just trying to find everything. Okay, this isn't going as smoothly as I wanted it to. Okay, this is Urban Pipeline. This is Fair Isle. And the size is extra large and it's men's. And several of these had sold. And I listed this for about, I'm just going to search for it here so I can find it. And then maybe the other ones will come up. So this is Urban, which is not one that I pick up a lot, but I thought the style was good. And men's Urban Pipeline Fair Isle wool blend. So it had wool knit, crew neck, patterned sweater, gray, extra large. So a good size. And several of them I saw had sold. And I'm finding if I see like the item that has sold, if it's sold and you see that item, I don't know how to explain it. Even if the sell-through isn't great, if several of that item has sold, there's a good chance it's going to sell again. So this I saw is $19.99 and probably about $6.99 or $7.99 shipping, I would say. And this is Cuddle Duds Flex Fit extra large. It's got thumb hole, and I listed this for, it's just easier to do it this way than to try to search for it. Oh, maybe I spell it right. Okay, maybe I didn't list this one, Cuddle Duds, but probably I think I was about $19.99 plus $4 or $5 shipping. Probably maybe 5 or 6. Pure Jill 2X. I think we call this ICAT design, boxy, login look, and several of this shirt had sold. So that's Pure Jill, and that's a good brand, Pure Jill. I don't know if I did list these yet. Maybe I just have them in the lineup. I'm out of sorts today because I usually do this first thing in the morning, but this time I decided to go to the thrift store before, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon I'm doing this. I usually do it about 10. All right, but that's okay. I'm still showing you the stuff I got, and this was that's about all I got, about 5 items. I think I've got one more here. And this one I took a lot of time researching this because it was very confusing as to try to figure out, I don't think I have these listed yet. Okay, yeah, I don't have them uploaded yet. Okay, so the Pure Jill one I listed for $17.99. This. The Ivy Jane, which is an Anthropologie brand, it says here, I listed for $29.99. And then this was the one that I had trouble figuring out what to list it at. It's Walt Disney World 50th anniversary, and it's got this kind of raised logo and Mickey Mouse. And there were some that had sold for like $80 and then some that had sold for $18.99. So I didn't really know what. It's an extra small too. And I paid $10 for it, which I really didn't like paying $10. But I ended up putting it for $29.99, and we'll see what happens. Trying to see. Okay, I haven't listed it yet. I was going to try to see if there had been any watches or anything. So I'm going to upload all those today because I'm trying to do it where I make sure I have something to list every day, because supposedly it helps the algorithm, although I think it's just, just list and do stuff, put good stuff up there, and you don't have to worry about the algorithm. So, okay. What else? Yes, I went to the third Goodwill that I've been to out here, and they all seem to be about the same price. $6.49 for dresses, $4.99 for tops and sweaters, $8.99 for coats and jackets. And I haven't looked at pants because I really don't like doing jeans or pants. I usually start with kind of the coats and jackets and things, and then do dresses and sweaters. And by that time I'm tired and I go home. I glance at other stuff, but those are the ones where I find you can find the most substantial pieces that are going to give you the most bang for your buck. So for time-wise, I try to look at the things that I can possibly make a lot of money at, and you can, usually sell a coat for a lot more than a t-shirt. So that's what I start with. And dresses too, you can find some dresses that will sell for quite a bit of money. So, yes, let's talk about the pods. She asked how the pods went. And I think I might have talked about this a little bit before, maybe on one, but we used the pods and we downsized quite a bit. We had I think an 8x8 by 16 pod, and that was all we had, along with our 2 SUV cars packed to the brim. That brought everything down here. We got rid of so much stuff, and it feels so good, but it was hard. It was hard. We had been working our butts off, but we got it all in this pod. So we liked the pod because you could load it up at your leisure. You could keep it for a month, and then they would drive it down here. We didn't want to drive some big thing. And we hired people to help us load it, and we loaded it according to their instructions and followed their instructions. One thing they said was to tie it, like every 2 feet, tie it back, everything on there, put those like straps on or ropes or something so that it won't all fall forward if it goes on a hill or something. So we did that, or our guys did that. And then we got here and they parked it. They asked us, did we want the door to face our house or face away? And I said, well, face our house, because what do I know? I mean, that seems like the thing to do. But facing the house was down at an angle, and even though we had everything tied off, when our movers came the next day, and we were so excited to be finally getting all our stuff and getting our bed, everything, they could not open that pod's door. And we had to... because the mattress, which was the last thing we put in and tied down, somehow fell and was leaning against the door and jamming it, and we couldn't open it. So we had to call the pods people. They said that if they were a little snarky at one point, said something like, if we have to ruin the door, you're going to have to pay for that. And I was like, well, whatever. But, I mean, maybe the guys should have been trained not to park down an angle and parked the other way. And if they had just told us to park it that way, that would have been no problem at all. We would rather have had it parked so that it could be open instead of having it face the house. You know what I mean? So but we just didn't know. It makes sense now that you think about it. Now, if I ever do it again, which I don't think we ever will, because I don't think we're ever going to move again. But, I would just tell them to park it so it's not at an angle. I mean, probably tie it better. Maybe we didn't have it tied as good as we should. So anyways, they did come out. A nice guy came out, picked it up, drove it around the block, kind of, when he was driving, he said he was like putting the brakes on really hard to kind of shift everything away from the door, got it back, parked it the right way, and it opened. So, and we didn't damage anything. Nobody damaged anything. And it was all fine. But we had we had guys coming to unload, and we had to pay them for their time coming out here the day that they didn't unload, and then we had to pay them again for the day they did load, and that's fine. They came out here and they were supposed to make some money, and and they were really nice when they did come. But so they came a couple days later, and finally we got everything unloaded. So all in all, it was a pretty good experience, except for that one thing. And the thing that kind of made me think that Pods needs to do something about this is because I went online and Googled it, and it looks like lots of people have had the same issue. It's not like this is unknown to the Pods people, so I don't know why they don't just simply tell you, don't park on the hill. That's all. But it's all good. It's all good. So I would use them again, and they were reasonable and everything. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you guys was I got a new computer. I was so frustrated with my old Apple. It's 10 years old. it couldn't download stuff. Nothing would open. I couldn't even go to like my bank account anymore because it was just didn't have couldn't do new updates or anything. And I was like, this is crazy. I said, I can get a new computer. So I got a Lenovo. It's a Windows. It's a PC, not an Apple. And I like it better. I'm telling you, I like it better. 40 gigabytes, has Windows 11. It's a Lenovo V15 laptop, and it was $630, and bought it new off of Amazon. Thought about getting something refurbished or something, but I just wanted to treat myself to a nice new computer because it makes my life so much easier, and I'm very happy about that purchase. And it'll be a tax write-off next year, so. All right. Yeah, I told you everything. I went over something I know I forgot the first day to read my numbers. So I'm going to now, they did pick up the mailbox. Mailman did pick up all the stuff that we've been putting in the mailbox, and I'm not surprised. I expected that, but it's just nice that it's happening. So I've got something to go out today, and then I'm going to list a few things, and my husband's going to take some pictures, and then we've been binging on Mad Men, my husband and I. Oh man, we binged on Succession before this. We've been watching so much TV. It's just so nice to relax. And we really enjoyed Succession, man. That's quite a show. And then my husband had never seen Mad Men, and I watched Mad Men a few years ago when he was out of the country, and I thought he would like it, and he really does. I think the history involved in that show is just well done about, how it was growing up in the 60s and 70s, and so much of the stuff I can relate to. It's just crazy. Speaking of, I heard something kind of disturbing today about Quaker Oats and Cheerios and oatmeal. I saw something about they might have been putting in a pesticide that is quite unhealthy. So perhaps they are suggesting, this article suggested that we eat organic oats. I don't think it's just like Cheerios and stuff. I think it's like all oats. So organic oats are better. So just sharing that with you. You know me, I'm into that. And that's about it. Now see you in the next one. Oh, I had a question. What about you guys? Do you like Apples or do you like PCs? I'm liking the PC, I'm telling you. Maybe it's just because my Apple was so old. I have an Apple iPhone, and I like that. It's pretty new. I think the Apple, but I do like the Windows. All right, I will see you guys in the next one.